Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to another Monday Night Raw review. This one is for February 22nd, 2016, the day after Fastlane. The show starts off with the Vincent J. McMahon award, which we all knew was going to happen, but my prediction was not true. It was not John Cena coming out and getting it and setting up a John Cena versus Undertaker match, but it was better. It was better. Vince comes out and he says that his family has been presenting and doing sports entertainment for the last 100 years, over 100 years. And he says there's nobody who deserves this award more than Stephanie McMahon. She comes out and boos fill the arena. Nobody's excited. Everybody wanted John Cena and The Undertaker to come out of this, but Stephanie McMahon comes out. Right when I was starting to hate this whole segment, she goes to talk, and then Shane McMahon returns after 6 or 7 years. Apparently, that's what it said, 6 or 7 years. I haven't watched that much, so I don't know. I don't remember the last time Shane was there. But Shane returns. Yes chants fill the arena, which then get turned into holy shit, which then get turned into this is awesome. And he does a little money dance around the ring. Vince goes in for a hug. Shane pushes him back. Vince tries to shake his hand. Shane pushes him back. He says that Stephanie is not worthy of this reward, and that her and Triple H have been running the company in the ground for the past few years. He goes on to say that him and Vince made a deal when the company was at one of its lowest peaks, where Shane is still above Stephanie because he's been helping Vince get out of these tough times. Stephanie then gets pissed off and she goes to leave, and Vince is like, Shane, why are you out here? And Shane's like, well, I want Monday Night Raw. He wants to control Monday Night Raw. And Vince says, okay, you want Monday Night Raw? You got to win one match on one night against one opponent. And Shane is like, okay, I'll do that. One match, one night. They shake hands. Vince is like, okay, if you want to be like that, your one match is at WrestleMania, points to the WrestleMania sign, against The Undertaker. And then Shane's like, okay, he goes to leave, and Vince is like, wait, just to make sure you can't run away from this match, it's going to be in Hell in a Cell. So if you were paying attention for these last 3 minutes, from what I was just saying, Shane McMahon returned to Monday Night Raw and is facing The Undertaker at WrestleMania in Hell in a Cell. I was so happy because Shane is my second all-time favorite wrestler, right behind Edge. And just seeing those two come back within 24 hours of each other was amazing. The last 48 hours was nostalgia and excitement for me when it comes to those two. So that's the first WrestleMania match that was set today. We have Shane, Undertaker, Hell in a Cell. Then the Lucha Dragons and Neville came out. They had a match against the New Day. I didn't really watch. Big E sends Neville to Suplex City at one point. Then they unicorn stomp Neville. Neville launches Xavier onto the ring, smashing his face on the steps while he flies over. Sin Cara then comes in and rallies. Neville takes Xavier and Big E out, and Kofi grabs Sin Cara by the mask, and he hits Trouble in Paradise for the win. Brock Lesnar comes out because apparently earlier today, Dean Ambrose was pulling up to the arena and is attacked by Brock Lesnar and put through a windshield of a limo. And so Brock Lesnar comes out and addresses the crowd about what happened. Paul Heyman says that if it wasn't for Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns would have tapped and Brock Lesnar would be at WrestleMania. Then Paul goes on to say that I need someone to go to the hospital and pick up Dean Ambrose for us. And then an ambulance comes out and turns out being Dean Ambrose driving. He drives out to the ring. Dean falls. Brock walks over him, and he goes to leave. Dean grabs a mic and says, you know what, Brock? I want you at WrestleMania in a no-holds-barred street fight. Brock comes over. I'm pretty sure he F5s him. I didn't actually see this like little section, this little part where Dean gets hurt, but I'm pretty sure he F5s him, and Paul's like, Brock accepts. The Usos versus the Ascension. Yeah, about that. It was a 2-minute match. The Dudleys came out and said that they're not a nostalgia factor and that they didn't mean anything by the attack and they just don't want. Yeah, they just want to be new and not old. It's 2 minutes. Jimmy hits a splash on Victor for the win. Chris Jericho comes out to talk about AJ Styles, and he says that last night's match was phenomenal. He tells AJ to come out. AJ then comes out. Y2J, AJ Styles chants fill the arena. Jericho congratulates AJ and says that he belongs in the WWE. They shake hands. Then the social outcasts come out, and apparently Y2AJ is a thing now. And then we get a match between Y2AJ and the social outcasts. Curtis Axel taps to the walls. That's all you need to know about that match. I don't know if they're an actual tag team. I mean, I don't mind it, but I'd like to see AJ Styles win a singles championship, not a tag team championship. I mean, with Chris Jericho, it'd be pretty cool, but still. Next match, because that's all you need to know is Curtis Axel taps out to the walls. The Wyatts versus Big Show, Ryback, and Kane. Literally the exact same match that happened last time, except this time Bray Wyatt's in instead of Braun Strowman. The match ends with Ryback walking out on Big Show and Kane. Kane gets distracted, gets put in the Sister Abigail, and Bray Wyatt picks up the win. Apparently Ryback walked out because he has nothing left to prove. He won. He got the pin last night, so he doesn't need to prove anything to himself. It was nothing personal between the Big Show and Kane. He said he just needs to look out for himself now, and he needs to do his own thing. He's gonna grab that brass ring. He's gonna break that glass ceiling, and I doubt any of this is gonna happen. But he said that thing. Sasha Banks versus Naomi. Sasha starts out on top, then it goes to commercial, and then Tamina pulls Sasha out of the ring and slams her on the ground. Then it goes to commercial. Sasha comes back on top. She hits a double knee. 1, 2. Naomi kicks out. Tamina distracts Sasha again. Becky then comes out and attacks Tamina. Naomi's distracted by this. Sasha locks in the bank statement, and Naomi taps out again. Charlotte then comes out dressed like Nikki Bella for some reason, and she says that the Authority have decided that either Becky or Sasha will face Charlotte at WrestleMania. I'm hoping for a triple threat, which will only be the greatest part of the whole thing. And then the Godfather is going to the Hall of Fame. They had like a little section. Apparently the APA is inducting him, so I don't know if JBL is actually going in from the leaks of the Hall of Fame. And then the moment we've all been waiting for, the main event, Roman Reigns versus Sheamus. Don't know why. Didn't really care about this match, neither did the crowd. Roman Reigns gets thrown over the top rope out onto the floor. Rusev kicks him in the face. Roman spears Sheamus, and Roman wins by countout. Triple H then comes out with no suit, comes out wearing a t-shirt, wearing jeans, and he just starts to beat the living shit out of Roman Reigns. He hits him in the throat with the bell, which is pretty cool. Then he just takes his head and slams him off the table. Roman Reigns gets busted open from this, and then he starts to punch the shit out of him, and then he pedigrees him onto the steps, and then the show's over. That was the whole Monday Night Raw. It didn't suck this time. There was parts that sucked, like we'll go over those right now. The Wyatts versus Big Show, Ryback and Kane. I guess the social outcast just being on the show, that kind of sucked. The Usos and Ascension match, but other than that, Raw didn't suck that bad. For the first time in a long time, Raw did not suck that bad. And John Cena and The Undertaker weren't even on it. Shane McMahon was, but they weren't. And that's all that matters. Shane O'Mac is Shane O'Back, and if he wins at WrestleMania, he gets control of Monday Night Raw, which would be amazing. We just gotta wait and see. 6 weeks, 41 days. 40 if you're watching this when it goes up. 41 while I'm recording this. But anyway, Shane McMahon's back. Triple H and Roman Reigns don't like each other. Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar have a match at WrestleMania. So that's 3 matches at WrestleMania announced. You got Brock and Dean, Shane and Undertaker, and Roman and Triple H, and possibly the triple threat for the Divas Championship. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Camp Counselor Cody, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles.